Welcome back, everyone, to our Let's Play series of TransRoad USA. So let me start out by saying that unfortunately the sickness has descended upon our household. So far they're saying it's not the flu, but it may be bronchitis. It might just be, who knows what it is. The doctors aren't quite sure, so we're all taking medicine, and we're hoping to survive the next week or so and get through it. So hopefully I won't lose my voice or have any serious issues, but I'll have to admit that my brain is sort of a fog right now, and I'm not thinking all that clearly, but I could not wait to play this game. It's been a little while since I've been able to play it, for several reasons, really. But as I've mentioned to you guys before in this series and in other series on the channel, I try to record 2 or 3 videos at a time whenever possible, for a few reasons. One being that timing reasons. I mean, you can only record when you have time to record, when life lines up things for you. But also, it's because I feel like I can get into a groove. If I can do 2 or 3 recordings, then I get into a groove, and it's much easier for me to remember where we are and sort of where we're trying to get, as opposed to playing the game once every few days or even less than that. So right now, where we left off this last time is we've got a lot going on. We've got some great contracts going on, and we're trying to keep, of course, the return trips as best we can, but we're having trouble sort of finding a suitable trip for our dump trailers as far as a return trip. And then other than that, everything is going pretty good, but we've got some decisions to make. We have the opportunity to possibly, if the career mode allow us, to try to buy out one of our competitors. If we take a look at the ratings list, you can see we're middle of the pack right now. We're up in third, but we're at 3.7 million in company value. Of course, our old nemesis Gordon Fox is at the top and well ahead of everybody else. But then we got somebody like Edison Express, who is down here in Memphis, where I would really like to have a depot, and they're only at 1.8 million. Well, between the amount of money we currently have in the bank, as well as some loans that we could do, I feel like we could take them over if that's something that we want to do. Also, another option is, since we've currently owned all of the trucks that we can own, we have, of course, the opportunity. We can continue expanding here in, let's see if I can find it. There we go. We can continue expanding here. We also could go out and expand further into the west. Somewhere like Des Moines, I think, has one. Yes, they have one that is available. So right now, I want to continue expanding. I mean, that's sort of the most fun part of the game for me. It is the least micromanaged part of the game, as opposed to dealing with the schedules and whatnot. So I think what I want to do right now is we're going to get back to Charlotte, and we're going to continue expanding there as well. So we're not going to forget about that. But there is a finite number of these depots on the map, and you can see the further west you go, the more spread out the cities become, and that means that the more spread out any potential depots become. And then you get into the fact that our competitors are located out here, so it becomes even more difficult for us to find space to expand. I mean, you can see there's one out in LA, there's one in San Fran. Nobody's made it out there yet, but we have a competitor here in Portland. And so, yes, it is very much a battle of expansion at this point. If you can get out there, then if nothing else, you just let it sort of sit there. You buy a couple of trucks and run it out of that particular area, and you just sort of hold on for later on. So right now, what I think I want to do is, let's go to Des Moines, and let's purchase this one. All right, so that gets us into Des Moines. That gets us, of course, 2 trucks that we have the possibility of purchasing. And let's see what we've got nearby from Mike. Mike sells the new trucks. And let's see, we got 2 axle. Okay. Not bad. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about the upfront cost and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we'd like to get it as cheap as possible. But let's go ahead and purchase a couple more of these. And what I want to do with this is I want to go ahead and include these. All right, we're going to send this to, I tell you what do we want to do? Let's back out, because I need to find something out. Where are our dry goods trucks? We have 6 of them. I'd like to get it up to 10. Okay, I know we're lagging behind a little bit on our dump trailer as far as the number of trucks in there. Let's see, we're going DC to Charlotte and all that. Okay, never mind. We don't want to go quite that far over then. So we're over in this area. Let's see. What does Mike have for us here? Does he have anything? Yes, he does. 2,000 per week isn't the greatest. There we go. Again, not going to worry too much about the cost. We've got plenty of money. Things are going great. And all right, so let's go ahead and get one here, and let's send it to Charlotte. That'll be perfectly fine. And once again, I'm going to try and hope that I'm going to do this correctly, because like I said, my brain is a little bit of a fog right now. Okay, and now we don't have to worry about, since this is going to be the dry trailer, we don't have to worry about anything. There we go. That's good enough. Let's move on. That is very cheap. And we'll sort of back our way out. Now, we have... Okay, let's go ahead and get things going. Okay, I couldn't remember if it actually said that we had purchased that trailer, or that truck rather. Okay, I don't see it roaming around. We have one truck that is... Oh, and it's already arrived. Wow. That was very quick. So let's go ahead and head into the depot here. Let's line these guys up. Okay, and let's get them on the correct... Let's see, they are in Charlotte, so let's go ahead and add you to the Charlotte bunch. So that'll give us 7 of these. I could have sworn, though, that it showed us as purchasing that other one again. I'm not going to trust my judgment just a real whole lot right now. So we're going to move on and pretend like nothing ever happened over around Des Moines and all of that. All right, let's get back in. A little bit cheaper on the front end. 1,000 per week. Either one of these would be perfectly fine. Let's go a little cheaper on the front end with this one. And we're going to Charlotte. I did manage to remember it this time, to at least check it. All right, Charlotte on the trailer. And let's hire another driver. All right, here we go. Let's find somebody else who does not have any particular licenses. There we go. That is perfect. Again, very cheap if they don't have any. All right, did it actually hire them? I think it did. All right, there comes our purchase. And there we go. Now everything should be lined up for us in the depot. All right, Isaiah's now got into his truck. Okay, let's pull up and get him added. There, okay, so we should have here very shortly, we're going to start to have some people that are, and lo and behold, there we go. On the dump route, we've got, okay, 7 to 10, yes. So he is, where are you right now? Let's zoom out just a little bit. We are going Indy to Boston, so he's over here in Boston then. And it looks like we're going to have yet another person to join him. Let's see if now we're fortunate enough to get some sort of very nice trip. Okay, this will work. Boston to Des Moines. Of course, we have some folks in Des Moines. I really like that completion bonus. And then, of course, the per trip number is huge. All right, so I like this one. It's only a 2-truck deal. And, of course, we're going to have more than 2 trucks over time. Let's see what this one is. Oh, wow. We don't have 5 trucks, though. That is huge. All right, I am getting increasingly tempted to take some of these recurring loads. Not necessarily this one because of the amount. But if I see one of those amounts, I'm increasingly encouraged to attempt to take that. Oh, never mind. Here we go. I like this quite a bit. So 10 trips, 9,500. Let's see what we got. 10 trips. Never mind. This one is still better. I was lured in by the completion bonus there. All right, let's go ahead and get this one up and going. So it is just 2 trucks. Let's confirm and take our guy that is here already. And hopefully we can catch him before he gets too far back toward Augusta. Otherwise, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. Okay, it looks like yes, we did. Okay, now we have on... Okay, so he is in Charlotte, or at least on his way. Nope, he's actually in Charlotte. All right, and we're starting to, once again, fill up and complete some of these. This is the joys of whenever you start to increase the number of trucks you have in your particular schedules. All right, let's make sure we get the right trailer. And let's see what is paying. Because we're going to start to have some guys in Charlotte here very shortly. All right, nothing too great there. That one's not bad. 30,000 completion bonus. Not really what we're looking for, though. All right, still nothing really all that nice that I'm seeing. I mean, there's some okay deals, I suppose, but realistically, one of the things we really need is for the gas prices to go down so that we can start to make some money. Is anything going to pay us? All right, here we go. Charlotte to Indy. That will work. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and pick up Charlotte to Indy. We'll add that one in. 3 trucks, so we ought to be perfectly fine on that one. We'll take our first guy in Charlotte, load him up, and get him underway. Okay, so we have room for 18 trucks right now, and we have exactly 18. All right, contract fulfilled. That was on... Okay, so that's on schedule number 1. So now we've got Charlotte going to Indy, and we got 7 trucks doing that, so it's not going to take very long. We'll have 8 very shortly. And where is... Okay, we have nobody idle. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let these guys get back together and run the same route. Let's see, where are our first guys? Okay, here they come. Our first guys that are headed toward Indy, so I'll sort of give it a second. All right, you can see we are fulfilling contracts all over the place. So we're going to have to do some work there. All right, our first truck is nearing Indy. There we go. That's close enough. I'm going to end up with trucks all over the place. And let's see what we've got. Of course, we want Indy back to Charlotte. And that is a very short one. We don't really want that one. What we really want are some of these huge ones that are extremely long and very, very profitable. But it does not appear as though we are going to get our wish right now. Okay, so we'll come back up at the top. There are... All right, we'll take this one. That's not... Again, I would prefer more of these 50 truck deals. Okay, let's see what we've got. All right, on schedule number 3. Let's back out. All right, Charlotte to Indy on schedule 3 with the reefer trailer. And yeah, so we're filling this one up very quickly. We have no idle trucks, but let's see, where are these guys going? All right, so we got some guys, you can see they're headed back. Looks like they're picking up there. We're going to have some guys headed back to the depot here shortly. So what we want is Indy back to Charlotte. And yes, we already have some guys, or at least one guy already over here. Where are the rest? Are they headed back? Yes, they are. Okay, let's see what we got. Indy to Charlotte. This is the reefer loads. And okay, that one's not bad. 4,900 per. Of course, that's not where we're going right now. And a 20 tripper. Wow, look at that. 6,000 per trip. 157. Let's just, wouldn't even need to look any further. Let's just go ahead and do this one. All right, let's find this guy. And where are... Oops. Let's go to all. And I really wish I had a way to organize these by... and filter them by where they're at. Oh, we got lucky on this one. Let's go ahead and drag that one over. There we go. To make sure he picks that up. Looks like he probably would have done that on his own, but I'm trying to make sure as best I can that this works itself out. All right, so very quickly, we're going to be needing to replace the Charlotte back over to Indy as well. All right, so we just fulfilled a contract on our dump trailers. So let's take a look at what we've got there. All right, so we got Boston to Des Moines, and preferably we would like to have... All right, so Boston to Des Moines. We want Des Moines back to Boston if at all possible. But right now I need to make sure we have somebody nearby, and here comes one now. Okay, so Des Moines. There we go. And you can see we're just getting started in Des Moines. So this is going to be some smaller ones that we're going to have to deal with. And let's see. Anything going back? Really? Nothing. Okay, you're going to make me do this the hard way, aren't you, game? All right, so we got Cheyenne, Oklahoma City. None of these places that we really want to go. So the dump routes are just not getting any backhauls. So that's... Okay, we'll deal with that. It's not the end of the world. All right, so our money's going back up. We purchased a couple of trucks. And once again, it's always nice whenever the money doesn't seem to be going down. Okay, and with that in mind, let's go ahead, head back down to see if Mighty Mike's got anything else for us. All right, he's got one 2-axle truck. All right, so if we want to expand, we can do that. In fact, let's do just that. Let's go into, if we can click it properly, there we go. Let's go to Charlotte and do our last expansion there in Charlotte, or at least until we take a look at the maintenance depot option a little bit down the road. So now we have space for 2 more trucks, and one of those we just saw was available here in Savannah. There we go. We'll take this one. 2 axles. We're sending it to Charlotte, thank goodness. Confirm that. Give me the second. Give me another trailer. Charlotte. Oh, come on. There we go. I got a little worried there. The game paused on me for a second. And let's see. 590 and 53. Not too bad. Looks like that might be the best we're going to get, as the game is now sending us a lot more folks with a lot more licenses, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and let's get this one. This is not bad. Okay. There we go. Let's see, where else could we purchase from? I really don't want a used truck. I really don't want one. I'm just trying to keep things consistent here. Okay. Let's go ahead and wait for our delivery to take place. And there we go. So let's go back in. All right, Amy, you're off and running. Let's get you added to the proper schedule. Let's get you Charlotte to Indy. There you go. So now we are 1 truck away from having the 10 trucks that I really want on this particular schedule. And again, the idea there is if we can get a lot of these 50 load contracts, that would be perfect. And we can really start running through some of these contracts. I'm looking around, seeing if there's anybody other than Detroit. Looks like there's not. Because in Savannah, when does he reload? Okay, 4 more days to get any more 2 axles. Or at least the potential for 2 axles. All right, let's just go ahead and look in Detroit. And of course he would have none. Naturally, he would not. And where is this one going? This one's actually going back and forth to Indy. Okay, so we can actually have this go from, let's try Minneapolis and have it go to Indy. That is, if I can remember to do so. Okay, so those are identical. Let's go ahead and purchase this. Nope, not Des Moines. Boy, I'm going to have to be careful. When I purchase this trailer, let's make sure. Purchase it. Indy. And let's hire another driver. Now, we're going to have to hire somebody that's going to be more expensive because we've not gotten any notifications that we've gotten any more of these applications in. So we're just going to have to look and see what we've got. All right, 710 and 63. All right, 660. All right, let's just go with that. That's That's not bad. Again, we're not going to get too many more that are in the $300 range on a weekly basis, plus, something very low per mile as well. All right, waiting for this guy to get down here to Indy. Oop, not quite. Oh, that just kills me to see it going that slowly. Oh, Amy, didn't we just hire you? Didn't we just hire you and put you in a different one? We got to get some more pictures here for the drivers. All right, Amy, we'll just pretend that that's your twin sister that we just hired. How about that? All right, so she is in Indy, so let's go ahead and send her on the route. And there we go. Lo and behold, now we have our 10 trucks. We have 20 overall. And now we can move right along. Nobody is idle. Let's see, what just finished up? That was Schedule 3, the reefer loads. And Indy to Charlotte just finished up, which means we need something. Where are all of our guys? There's one here. We got them all over the place. I don't see anybody actually in Charlotte, though. Here comes one now. All right, there we go. Now let's see what we got in Charlotte. And Charlotte going back to Indy. There's a 10-trip deal. We got to get Indy back up. Or I say back up. We got to get up to 4. Level 4. So it looks like this is what we're going to have to do. Let's take a quick look down just to make sure. Oh, nope, there we go. Vegetarian food once again. I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, we'll take this one. Charlotte back to Indy. Thank you very much. And of course, the big payoff on these contracts is at the end, getting that completion bonus. All right, we have somebody who has just become available. And okay, yeah, this is what we're going to have to start dealing with. Where are you, big guy? You are in Charlotte. So let's see. Charlotte to Indy is about to be done. Let's see if we can get Charlotte back to Indy. This is the dry trailers. Charlotte to Indy. There's a 15. That's not all that lucrative, though. We want to go back to Indy. However, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We got anything that's worth taking? Not really. That's a very nice one. 5,600 per trip. Of course, there's no completion bonus on those. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. I can work with that. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And let's get our guy up and going again. Okay, and then of course, we're going to be needing to set up the Indy back to Charlotte very shortly. All right, so there it is. Indy back to Charlotte. Let's go ahead and set that up. Well, do we have... I'll tell you what, are these guys coming or going? All right, we've got one coming right there. Okay, Indy to Charlotte. There is a 50 tripper. That right there is perfect. Of course, the big payoff is the 111 grand at the end. We're going to take that. That is a 50 tripper. Again, that just gets rid of some of the micromanagement. For me, it gives me a little bit of time between having to deal with all of the different stuff that's going on and set up these contracts. That's the reason why I really want to get into the recurring contracts. Oh, we got somebody else that is ready to go. Oh, that's our buddy Notch there. All right, so the dump load is now completed. And where are you, Notch? You are in Des Moines. Which reminds me, we got some expansion we're going to want to do in Des Moines here for too long. But I've also kind of got my eye on this. Now, unfortunately, if I click on this, you can see it's not going to let me have it right now. And that is because, whoop, come back here. And that is because we need to level up and reach a different level so that we can purchase that one. Okay, so Des Moines back to Boston. Let's see if there's anything else we can get. We want dump trailers. And actually, I guess it really doesn't matter where we're going. We just really want to level up. Oklahoma City we haven't been to before. We also haven't been to Kansas City at all. Let's see what we've got for longer trips, because that's really what I'm looking for. 4, 3, 3. All right, looks like that's it. Ooh, animal food. Okay, let's go ahead and take this down to Oklahoma City. And that is a 2-truck deal. And we've got another truck coming, and of course, some more that will be along the way. So I think we're going to be okay on the timing here. I think so anyway. All right, so already in Des Moines. Let's get that taken care of and get this thing moving. Yeah, there comes our second truck. We got economic boom for the dump contracts. All right, I like it. I like it. Okay, so for the dump contracts, let's see what we've got. Let's look at expanding once again, this time in Des Moines. This is the only one that we have left that we can expand in. All right, let's see what we have here. And of course, for this particular one, we want a 3-axle because we don't want to go partial speed. So naturally, all he would have would be 2 axles since I was looking for anything but 2 axles. Great. Let's see what we have in Detroit. 2 axles. Seriously? There we go. All right, I don't particularly like that $6,000 per week. So let's look around a little bit more. Let's go ahead and let the game run a little bit, not quite as fast as normal. See if there's anybody else around. No, Mike really doesn't have any stores. I mean, we could go down to Savannah, but I'm not really interested in doing that. Okay, and by the way, what was that? That was contract on schedule 1. All right, so Charlotte to Indy, Indy back to Charlotte. Everything is a go there. Nobody's idle. All right, so I guess we'll just go ahead and take this one that we found. Again, not going to worry too much about the money. We're here to have fun. We're going to send this to Des Moines. Confirm that, and let's go get the dump trailer. Once again to Des Moines, trying to make sure I get that right, and let's go hope that we've got somebody who has this license that is not extremely expensive. So we got dump trailer, 870 there. Okay, that's good right there. Sure, we might be able to find one a little bit more, a little bit cheaper for us, but I am not going to worry about that. Okay, let's go ahead and speed things back up again. All right, we have our first visit in Oklahoma City. Let's see if there is anything going back to Des Moines. And hold on, let's get everything pulled up here. Oh wait, never mind. We're filling this one out. All right, so we're almost done with that. That should be the last few loads headed into Des Moines right now. Des Moines to OKC. And yeah, we'll take this one. Headed back. All right, there we go. So let's make sure that, I'll tell you what, we're not going to worry about that. Ooh, that is a 5-truck deal. Look at me not paying attention. Oh, boy. All right, we need to hurry up and get these guys down here. Here are the final 2 loads. So we might be in trouble on this one. I may have just messed up on that. Would not be the first time, and it most assuredly will not be the last time. All right, Kenny. Oops, I'm dragging to the wrong place. All right, Kenny, we need you to hop on and work on these loads. Yeah, I have just messed that up. We're going to lose 25 grand. All right, not the end of the world. I mean, it could be worse. All right, so we finish up our Boston contract. You can see that there. Now these guys will take off and do the best they can to fulfill the contract that I so crazily took at the wrong time. Let's see if they have any. Nope, no more 3 axles there. Let's see, do you have another 3 axle for me? I doubt it. Of course you don't. Why would you? That would be way too simple. All right, let's see. Do we have at least... Okay, at least we have one guy there that took over. What do we have? Contract fulfilled on 2. All right, we already knew that. Why did you pause the game on me? That is an excellent question, and I don't know the answer to that. Okay, so let's just keep going. I'm sure there was something I missed. All right, what do we have in used trucks? Again, I'm not particularly... Oh, wow. 25 grand between maintenance. No, thank you. 65. Okay, that's not bad. I can deal with that. 65. Yeah, that's good. The 3 grand... This is perfectly fine. So much for not getting any used trucks. I'll take this by. And let's see. Send that to, yes, Des Moines. Confirm that purchase. And let's move over and get our dump trailer. There we go. Des Moines. Let's hire a driver. Hopefully we got somebody with the license that is fairly cheap. All right, 870 and 80. Yeah, this is not looking good. We need some more people to... All right, so 870. There we go. This is our best bet. Go ahead and line that up from Lincoln over to Des Moines. And yes, I know, I am delayed. I messed it up. All right, Michael. Welcome to the team. Let's get started. Okay, get our contracts pulled up from Des Moines down to OKC. And the biggest thing right now is we just don't want it to be canceled on us so that we lose 50 grand. And I think we're going to be fine to not have that happen to us. But again, we'll keep an eye out on it. All right, we're back to Schedule 3. All right, so now we're up to 6 trucks on the dump route, which would match what we have on the reefer loads. All right, so Charlotte to Indy. Now we need Indy to Charlotte. Let's see, where are our guys? I don't see anybody actually there right now. Oh, back on the dump trailers. All right, OKC. All right, so he is going down to OKC. That is almost done. So let's see if we can find another one and try to get ourselves going back on the right track with OKC. I'm sure they're not terribly happy with us right now, so we need to fix that. There's a 10-trip deal. It's for 5 trucks. Do I have enough time? Because obviously we have 6 trucks. But do we have enough time to get these guys down here? I don't know that we do, quite frankly. This is a 3-truck deal. I need more guys down here at the same time. That's what I need to keep this from being a terrible deal. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and go for it. If we lose it, if we lose the completion bonus, we just lose it. And go ahead and get you started. Living on the edge right here. All right, yes, we just finished up that contract. All right, so you can see we got a couple of guys that are there, and then here comes the rest of the fleet down shortly thereafter. All right, oh, and I'd almost forgotten about this. So we've completed that. Fill 5 dump contracts from a mine. Okay. All right, well, again, we'll deal with that later on. We're not terribly concerned with that at the current moment. Now, let's take a quick look through here. And, I need to get back over. Oh, there's Billy boy. Where is Billy? So Billy is in... Come on, Billy. Where are you? You are in Indy. Okay, so we need Indy back to Charlotte. Get the correct trailer. And Indy, look at that one. Not bad. $4,900 per. Indy back to Charlotte. Indy to Chicago. I like this one because it's 50 contracts. So we may come back to that one. Let's see if there's anything. Indy to St. Louis. It's 50 contracts, but it's not all that lucrative. All right. Looks like we're going to be headed to... Yep, we're going to be headed to a new area. Let's do this one. So Indy to Chicago. So as these guys finish up in Indy, we'll hop over to Chicago. You can see it's a very short trip for these guys. Let's go ahead and get you started on this new trip. And these guys will start hopping over, and then I'll look for something in Chicago to get us back over to where we want to be. All right, contract fulfilled on schedule 1, but let's go ahead and see if we got anything in Chicago going back to Indy. All right, 10 trips isn't bad. Again, not nearly as much as what I want. Looks like it may be what I'm going to have to take, though. Yeah. All right, where did we see that one? There it is. Chicago back to Indy. We'll take that. And of course, because we have so many trucks, this will be done fairly quickly. All right, now let's go back over to schedule number 1, which is our dry trailers. And let's see what we've got going. So we have Indy to Charlotte. Now we need Charlotte back to Indy, or at least something else. Well, now I guess at this particular point, 50 trip contract, we're going to have to go back to Indy. There's a 10 trip deal. Why do y'all taunt me with these 10 trip deals? I need y'all to give me a break here and give me some more of these 50 contract deals. All right, there's 20. That's not the end of the world. All right, looks like that's what we're going to get. 20 it is. All right, and let's find the guy who is actually over here already. Who are you, Randy? There you are, Randy. Let's drag you over there. This seems to be a favorite location of ours. All right, whoops. Let's get over to the idle, and we got somebody on the dump trailers. If we can keep it on there. All right, OKC to Des Moines. Yes, unfortunately, we are running low on time here. So we've gotten a lot accomplished. Let's go ahead and try to get this return load from Des Moines back down to OKC before we adjourn today's video. All right, so we want Des Moines. Wow, Des Moines to Des Moines. How about that? Des Moines down to OKC, 5 trips, and that's all we're going to get. Okay. So be it. Not the end of the world. Let's make sure we're on the dump trailers. Let's go ahead and line that up. Confirm that. And drag you onto there. All right, so not bad. So in today's video, we got a lot done, I think. For one thing, our cash went up, even though we made several purchases. We're now up to 22 trucks and trailers. We fully expanded our Charlotte depot that is now out to a full 6 trucks. We purchased a new depot in Des Moines, and now we did one expansion on it, so it's got one more expansion left to go. So things are moving quite well. I really want to level up, but we'll talk about that more in our next video and further videos as we continue to do great. We're moving right along. We got lots of trucks and trailers and lots of opportunities for me to make mistakes. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned for more of our Let's Play series of TransRoad USA.